talking about fun facts about space. I'm talking about space to make it easier. So I want to talk about Jupiter. Like, why is Jupiter called the biggest planet when it's just gas? Like, basically, if you got rid of all the gas and made it, and then if you looked for, like, no gas, lean at all, then you'd have... I think, actually, if it didn't have gas, I think there would be nothing in it. But I think there's a little bit of land in Jupiter, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'll discover. But why is it the biggest bird in the world? Like, I'm just calling it the biggest. But why is it called the biggest planet? Like, it's just big. Except the sun, it's like as big as the sun almost. Except why is it not called bigger than the sun? Because like it's almost as big as. So why couldn't it, for an easier way? Why couldn't you just call it as big as the sun? Well, first of all, it's not as big as the sun. And second of all, it actually only takes 10 hours for Jupiter to spin around the sun. So that is very annoying. Because first you would spend 6 hours at school, and then you would have dinner after just 2 hours, and then you would just go sleep after just 10 hours. No, actually, this would be so annoying. So, like, you only have 5 hours to sleep and 5 hours to go to school. What? So you would spend the whole day at school. And then when it becomes nighttime, you would go sleep at your house. That's just weird. Look, why? Because then we would all stay. You would see people going to school for 6 hours, then going to the Palladium because it's supposed to be 12 hours. 6 hours is 10 hours is too short. Like, that's just strange. Why would you stay awake for 10 hours, 5 hours? And I guess school would be only for, like, 4 or 3 hours. Like, that's how long it would be. So why would you why? Like, why is it 10 hours? Luckily, it's not, like, years, because then we would be awake for, like, 5 years or something, because some people take for so long. And, yeah, that's actually strange. And I also want to talk about Jupiter. How was Jupiter's rings made? Well, there was a moon called Titan, I think, and it got destroyed. And then it was all like a big piece of Saturn. And then Saturn was like had rings, and I don't know why is its ring so cool, but then it's ugly. It looks ugly if you go inside. It's rock, dust, and ice. That's just gross. Let's just say, if you imagine you came to the Eiffel Tower, and then you came close, and then you just saw rock, ice, and dust, and I would be barfing. What? Or if you came to the Mona Lisa and it was made out of garbage, like, that's just weird. Let's just say that's how the world would be like if it wasn't for gross stuff. And did you know that Jupiter has the most moons too? I also wanted to talk about how much moons does it have? Why does it have so much moons? It's not like it's a magnet. Oh, he was like, "Come here, moon," and then the moon was like, "Yes, you are our new leader." Like, that's how weird it is. So some of Jupiter's moons are actually cool, like Io, Europe. I think I said that. Europe and Gaimoda and Costula. Those are pretty nice moons, actually. And yeah, that's what I want to say about Jupiter's moons. But did you know that each time a person finds a new ring for Saturn, that if they get to name it, like, that's cool and weird. Like, that's cool, pretty cool, actually, that they get to name it. Like, I don't know how they name it. And if you go to a close-up at Saturn's rings, they look like swirls. And yeah, they actually look like they're pretty cool if you go to close-up. And yeah, Saturn moon are pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. Like, it has a lot of little rings. And yeah, they're pretty cool. And they have a lot of rings. And it's not just a huge ring. It's made out of like 100 rings. And I want to know actually how much rings does Saturn have? How much? I'm not sure how much I don't know when was the first ring discovered or any of that, but yeah, and it's pretty cool that how much Saturn rings have been affected. They're pretty cool. Saturn rings are actually pretty cool, and I think there's actually like a little bit of different types of Saturn. Like I forgot one, except it was pretty cool. And did you know that there's actually Saturn's rings once, like they don't really disappear, they just look like they do. Yeah, but they kind of look like they disappear. Like I know images of Saturn rings disappearing, and yeah, it's pretty cool how Saturn rings disappear. They're pretty cool, and yeah. And did you know that Gilo, the guy who thought the Earth was round, not flat? Which I don't know why does it not look like it doesn't look flat? But yeah, and did you know that he thought that Saturn did not have rings but ears? That's why he thought there were ears. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Why does he call them ears? Yeah, and did you know they're mysterious? And did you know that Saturn is, since Gilo's time has been, there are a lot more to learn about its mysterious planet. It's still, I'm laughing because it was very funny. And yeah, I also want to talk about Pluto. Why is Pluto, like, who cares if Pluto does not spin, does not clean up, like it's almost like you just brought mommy in and told mommy to clean up. Like mommy was like, clean up, Pluto. Pluto was like, no. So mommy was like, I don't like you anymore. So mommy just kicked him out of the universe. And yeah, it's pretty weird, but yeah, and bye guys, and that's all I have.